one thing I got to touch on right away is I don't care what the fining would be. I want this take out here now while it's fresh in my mind. I don't care what the fines would be. I don't care about what the perception would be or anything else like that. I think that should be Zach LaVine's last game in Chicago Bulls uniform. I'm being honest with you. I don't need to see anything else from this guy.
Wait, 2 points, 1 for 9, 0 for 3 from 3 doesn't do nothing for you?
No, he didn't want to be in Boston. Millions of dollars is not a good enough motivator, and that pisses a lot of people off when people use that reasoning in 2023, because I guess the guys that own the teams are billionaires or something. Like, I'm supposed to feel bad for either or. But I will tell you this, that I have no desire as somebody that goes to work every day when I don't want to watch somebody go do that. If I worked like that, I'd be fucking fired. People don't like that, again, because you can't relate the two, is what a lot of people say. And I used to think that too when I was younger, but now I'm getting a little bit older. I think I'm getting a little bit more wiser.
At this point,
where I'm at,
you'd wish that he'd fake an injury and that there would just be.
Oh, they called it right foot soreness. You use it for the rest of the fucking time he's here.
That's the. I mean, that's the better route than this, because this isn't good for the team either. It's not good for Zach's value. It doesn't look good for him as a professional or as somebody to be traded to a team that isn't on his list, which is kind of the concerning aspect. Is in some ways it does feel like a little bit of a ploy, but you can't have that out on the floor and expect these other guys to perform or bring the kind of mentality, because nobody's playing for each other right now. A lot of them don't know what their future here is with this team, and that goes for guys like Pat. The only guys that probably feel safe right now are Kobe and Vooch, and that's just because they can't be traded yet because they just signed new deals.
And Vooch gets no pass here. His effort, unless he's completely cooked, which I don't know. Possible. I guess it's possible, but oh my God.
I swear he made it his mission to play all 82 games last year, to be able to go into the offseason with, I'm durable, I'm reliable, I'm accountable. You see my numbers. I'm one of the top double-double guys in the league, da-da-da-da-da. And you give him this money, and it's kind of what you expected. It's a lot of what you saw, and
he it twice. You let him it twice.
You did. You really did.
What do you think about AK's comments today? I put a tweet out, dude. Like, he's like, it's my responsibility. No shit. Does that work on it? Is this a fucking movie, buddy? Is this Hollywood? None of us care. Yeah, we know it's your responsibility. We know you're the one that built the team.
You know, if I want generic responses, I'll play 2K, and I will get the storyline written ones that sound exactly like that. Because no, I mean, at this point, Bulls fans need to see action. You've done absolutely nothing at the last 2 trade deadlines. You did nothing but stand pat this offseason and add 2 players who I don't dislike. I think Javon Carter and Torrey Craig are fantastic players. They're great role players. They know what they're supposed to do, and they do their jobs like professionals. So definitely not bad additions, but to see the disaster that is this team and decide that was the only stuff that needed to be done between the previous trade deadline, the offseason, and now is crazy, because his comments were, we see what everybody else sees, and we're just as frustrated. Okay, well, if you see what everybody else sees, you've known that this is a problem, and you've done nothing to fix it.
Yeah, I felt like the comments were just so it was so wild to me. It was like, did he read a teleprompter? Was there a teleprompter set up somewhere where an idiot was typing what to say? I know it sounds horrible. I know we're gonna get yelled at for. I mean, I'm not gonna get yelled at because I don't give. But I'm so tired of this, man. Like, we come out here, and we're doing these. We're watching somebody who's in way over his head, apparently, from when he came out throwing the 2K trades. Hey, I'm not gonna lie to everybody. Your boy bought in.
It was exciting.
It was new. It was fantastic. This is somehow worse. It's worse. How'd it get worse? How?
Because throwing excessive assets around and actually doing stuff that might be exciting or could work is at least fun in the moment, when riding it out is not. Like, you have to cut bait. You have to take the depleted value that you now have to take for all these pieces that you did go all in on, because the guy that you went all in around the most in this scenario, in Zach LaVine, no longer wants to be here.
Dude, I'm so sorry to cut you off here, but I am so ready I am so ready for him not to be here. I mean, I'm not even kidding. I'm not even kidding. You know what? Go get fucking. I'd rather watch Marco play. Is that bad? Is that gonna piss people off? I don't care if it does.
It's bad. I'm more ready. I'm more ready for him to be gone because it signifies the rebuild. I hate that we've failed Zach to this extent.
We failed him too, but he quit though.
I mean, yes, he has quit, but at this point, I'd probably quit too. And if you're going to pay me $6 million more this year to go somewhere else,
man, I ain't quitting for that kind of dough, bro. I don't give a shit.
I'm
out here balling, shot calling every day.
See, but he's not quitting for that kind of dough, Buzz. He's quitting because he's going to get even more dough when he gets out of here. That is so like if I could go into work and just be the biggest dick and fuck off all day,
and then get a raise.
Because I knew if you told me to go home that I was going to get a 15% raise.
Yeah. That's wild.
You know.
No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I mean, yeah, I guess I'd be an asshole too because I'm gonna get a huge raise. So basically, the only way
I'm gonna go to the brand new location that you just built, the better store, the store that everybody wants to. I get to do whatever I want right now, be a prick, continue to get paid what I've been getting paid to come into work like every day is my Friday, and then you're gonna ship me off, and I'm gonna go to a better place where I'm gonna be happy, where I'm probably actually gonna compete because there will be a hierarchy, and I will know that I'm the second or third best player on this team instead of being paid like the best player, being told I'm probably the best player, having a team built around me and then having the keys taken away from me, rightfully so, by DeMar DeRozan. But, you know, yeah, no, that's why it's easy for him to do what he's doing and play the way that he's playing because he sends it in and he's going to get sent an even bigger check in his next destination. And because of the way he's playing, young teams like the Detroit Pistons, who have lost 14 in a row, the Magic, you know, all these teams who might actually have an asset that we want, they're no longer going to be interested because they see that this is how he plays when he's not interested in the situation that he's in.